It's okay. Yeah, thank you.
Recording in progress.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining with us. So in this session, we are going to discuss about how the Revit will work as an architectural tool. So if you see, whenever we are going to deal with the Revit, so if you wanted to model it, it will take too much time. At least in this session, I am going to cover how we can use the Revit as a interior design or elevation design, these things. Let me discuss about a few more important things in the Revit. So let me show you the Revit actually. So let me turn on it. So can anyone see my screen? Yeah, is it Revit? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, done. So guys, well, let me introduce about the interface actually. So see this, this is one of the building. So G plus 3-story building actually. Yeah, G plus 2-story building. If you come to here, so here is the Revit button. Once you click on here, it will ask you restore and close. If you wanted to close it, you can close it. And here we have a quick access toolbar. So if you wanted to save any model, so if you wanted to take any model from the outside, like if someone will send you the file, so you wanted to open that file, at that time you can click on here, and after that here, so if you wanted to take any print, you can take a print from here. So see here, if you wanted to make any dimensions or anything, you can see here, this is a quick access toolbar. If you wanted to mention any text, you can see, and here we have an option. This is a default 3D option. Once you click on here in this, so here you can see default 3D view or camera or walkthrough. So as we already discussed how we can set up the camera in 3ds Max. As same as it is, we can place the camera also here. So I will show you one walkthrough. Whenever if you wanted to make a animation video, so at that time we can use this walkthrough. By using this walkthrough, we can put height, how much our height means, what is our height. So it's just compare my height, so come to your height, so like 5 feet 8 inches or something, right? So whenever you click on walkthrough, you need to put that level will be the 5 feet 8 inches, then only you can visible by your eyes. Okay, so that type of things we will do here. So yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah, okay. So once you come to here is the section button. So if you wanted to draw any section, you can draw here. So if you wanted to see any two windows, you can see here. And come to our quick access tool. This is a quick access toolbar. And once you come to the ribbon menu, so guys, as I already mentioned, whenever if you go for the Revit, so so many people will work on the Revit. So all the engineers like electrical engineer and architectural engineer, structural engineer, and also the mechanical engineer, plumbing engineer, how they will work, where there are options. See, once you come to here, this is a file. Once you click on file, so you can see some options: open, new, save, and export, print, close, whatever the options we open here, whatever the projects we open in previously, those type of projects will appear here, like same as it is AutoCAD. So once you go to here, architectural, in this architectural ribbon menu, so architect will work. So this is only the ribbon architecture will work. How they will work. So if you wanted to draw any wall, so like architectural wall and structural wall and wall by face or wall by swap and reveal, these all things. If you wanted to draw any wall, you can draw it. So by taking here, let me show you also. So if you wanted to take any door actually, so you can click on here and it will ask you which door and dimensions and everything. So then it will place some doors. See, yeah. Let me show you. So door, if suppose I wanted to draw any door, so once you click on here we have two properties. So this is a property bar and here is a project browser. So guys, see this, let me put somewhere here. See this. So this is a property bar and this is a project browser. Project browser in the sense, what you can see here in this project browser, whatever the levels or anything. Yeah, let me show you here. See this. Once I click on a project browser, so it will show you structural plans and floor plans. This is the first floor. If you wanted to see this first floor, just click on here. Once you click on here, it will take a little bit time. See, it will going updating. So it will show you the first floor actually. So see this. Once you see here, this is the first floor. Suppose if you wanted to see any shaded view or anything, just go to here, visual style. So once you click on here, once you click on shaded, So click on shaded, then you can observe how it will change. See this, how it's going to change. So this is seems to be a shaded, but if you see, once you click on realistic, so it will quite attractive actually. So let me click on realistic. Yeah, nothing will be changed in this ground floor, in this first floor. Let me choose a ground floor, so then you can understand. Yeah, see this, this is a car, and here is a ramp, and this type of model we did actually. So let me go to the road level. So if you wanted to see the road level exactly, so you can click on here in this road level. This all will be in a floor plans. Guys, see this, how beautiful it is. So like that you can see. If suppose if I choose a wireframe, so it like a wireframe. Okay, so it doesn't make attractive whenever you are working. So at the time you need to work on a wireframe only. Why? Because if you are working on a wireframe, so so your modeling will be easy. If you make it as a realistic, so if you are going to model, so every time it will updating. So that's why you can't work with realistic here. Okay, so every time whenever we are working, we need to choose the workspace as a wireframe, and after that we can manipulate it. Okay, so yeah, where is this? Yeah, let's see. Let me show you the 3D, and again see second floor and site and terrace top. If you wanted to see the ceiling plan, you can see this is a project browser. So ceiling plan, first floor, ground floor, like that. And 3D views, some of the 3D views, if you wanted to make any 3D views, and you can make it. See, suppose right now I need to see in the side elevation. So in the sense east side. So east side, once you click on east side, so it will automatically show you how beautiful it is in the elevation wise. Just give me a minute, it will open up. Yeah, sometimes Revit will take too much time to open those, all the rendering was like that. See guys, how it will be. So this is how the Revit will generate. And so whenever whatever you draw in a 2D, so that will be definitely will change in the 3D. So that is the main thing here. So like in the 3ds Max also same options will be there, but it's everything will be predefined whenever you change in any view or any object. So then that will be changed. And if I just click on a north view, then you can, I hope you can understand how we can see. Let me show you these all options. But see, whenever you go architect, so walls, if you wanted to draw wall, you can draw here. And if you wanted to make it doors, so doors, windows and components. Suppose if you wanted to make your own component, like a sofa you wanted to make it, or suppose so one bed you want to make it, then at the time you need to go for the components and you can make it. And here we have two columns. One is the architectural column, one is a structural column. Architectural column in the sense, what is the architectural column? See guys, whenever we are in some olden days, so we are having a corbel type structure. So like, yeah, see this, whenever I place cursor here, then you can see it. So this is that type of design is the architectural column. Come to the structural column, it is like a rectangular, square and circle. So structural column in the sense, whenever you use a structural column, then only you can place the rebars inside of that structural column in the Revit. Okay. So if you wanted to draw a roof, and you by going here, you can draw the roof and the ceiling and floors and the curtain walls. Curtain walls in the sense, do you know any facade works? So whenever we are dealing with the facade works, most of the all the US projects will like a glass type structures, right? So at the time we can use this curtain wall and the grids, curtain grids, if you wanted to make it, and mullion and railing. So suppose I wanted to make any railing. So once you click on here, it will ask you how many steps and how many rises, and is that necessary to make a railing. So those all things we can give it. Okay. So ramp, yeah, here is a ramp, and this is a staircase without railings. Okay. If you wanted to provide a railings, you can go here in the railings. And if you wanted to model any text, and you can go here, and these are some shaft. Okay. One person asked while we are in a 3ds Max. So he asked me, is there any option like Revit? We have a shaft option, but is there any options in a 3ds Max? No, there is no options in a 3ds Max. But once you come to here we have a shaft option, if you wanted to make any floor openings, just choose this one and give a dimensions, and you can drag it, and then it will be showing you one opening. Okay, so that type. Once you guys come, yeah, let's give me a minute, optimize the video. Yeah. Yes, guys, see this. So here we have a structural. See, guys, whoever will work as a structural engineer, they will use this ribbon menu. So beams, walls in the sense shear walls. So columns, floors in the sense slabs. Okay, truss type members, bracing type, and beam systems, and connection also. So in Revit we can do the connection, steel connection, like a haunch connection and a splice plate connection and base plate connection. These all things we can do in this Revit also. Okay, in this structural tab. And once you come to here, this is a wall. Why? Because when we will use this wall, see, whenever you are going to draw foundation, so here you can see the isolated footing. So guys, here is isolated. If you wanted to make a isolated footing, so you wanted to detail it, so then you can go here and you can delete it. And this is a wall with foundation. When we are in a, see, in olden days, we will go for the working stress, the load bearing structure. So nowadays we are following the framed structure. So what is the load bearing structure? In the sense, all the floor, whatever the floor will be, it means a slab, those slabs will be suspended by the only the supported by walls only. So but now what we are doing right now, so framed structure, we never construct any walls. We will construct columns, beams, and slabs. That we call it as a framed structure. Suppose if you wanted to go for the work load bearing structure, so then you can take walls and you can draw it, and slabs. So this is a structural slabs. It's not like a normal architectural slabs. This is a structural slabs. What is the main advantage of the structural slabs and columns and beams here is, once you draw the beam, you can place the rebar inside of it. So yeah, so here you have a rebar options. So area, and if you wanted to make a rebar in the foundation, so by clicking on here, you can place it. And path. So path in the sense, whenever we are giving a stirrups. Okay, whenever you are giving a stirrups, you need to tell to the Revit you can place vertically. So like that you can use it, and fabric and steel and cover, clear cover. Once you click on here, it will ask you the column clear cover and footing clear cover. So once you mention it, it will automatically update it. See guys, so here is the edit rebar cover. Once you click on edit, so let's see, yeah, I think, yeah, just click on here. Once you cover settings, so just give me a minute. Let me show you. Yeah, see this rebar cover 1. And if you wanted to add anything, so for footing or foundation, footing, I need a 50 mm cover. Generally, footing, the minimum is a 50 mm, right? Once you click on OK, so you can choose here. Okay, so whenever we are working with the structural, so then only you can understand it. As of now, it's you can't understand what we are doing here. So anyway, so let me rebar coupler. When we will go for the couplers, whenever in the site, I hope if any one of you the site engineers are here, so they only know that what is means sense. Whenever we are going for the lapping of the one bar with the bottom bar, so then we will go for the two types. One is the lapping or coupler. So coupler in the sense, see guys, in this second drawing, so that is a coupler. By connecting the two rods, we will make it as a one coupler and we will fix that one. So when we use the couplers, then the reinforcement will be lesser. See, in as per IS 456 also, 456 said, whenever you go for the couplers in a site, you need to go for only 4% is the maximum percentage. But if you are going for the lappings, you need to go for the 6%. Okay, so that type of arrangements are there. And suppose if you wanted to make any component like a beam or column or some different type of columns, then you can go here component and you can make it as it is. Okay, so these are the general options actually. And come to the steel structure. Okay guys, here is a steel structure. So connections, if you wanted to make any connection, you can make it. And this is a plate. So in the steel structure, what we call it as, we call it as a grating. So what is the grating in the sense, whenever we make a slab on the steel structure, that we call it as a grating, that steel will be 5 thick. Okay. So yeah, bolts. So different types of bolts will be here, and normal bolts and anchor bolts, holes with bolt holes, and shear stud. Okay. So and welding also. If suppose if you wanted to make any welding, so you can see it, and we can do the 3D means rivet steel structure also in rivet. Okay. So here is a corner cut and cope skewed. It is see, whenever I hope anyway let me explain it. So whenever we go for the I section to the I section, at the time you need to cut some section of that flange or web. So at the time we will use this cope skewed and shorten. So whenever if you want to apply any weld actually, so at the time you need to make shorten of that edge to apply the weld. So contour cut, and here is a cope. So you can see it. So this is one of the I section, and the horizontal and the vertical is the I section. At the time we can use this cope actually. Mitter, and this is a L-shape connection and cut through. So you can cut. These are all the options the structural engineer will work. So see guys, right now you can see architectural person will work on this ribbon, and the structural engineer like RCC modeling, RCC drafting engineer will work on this structural tab and steel structure. Whenever if you go for the PEB or a pipe rack structure, at the time we can use this this ribbon. And systems, once you come to systems, here you can see HVAC, heat, ventilation, air condition ducts. Okay. So see, if you visit Tirumala or Tirupati, in Tirumala, so there you can see the HVAC ducts in that restrooms, what we call say. So we have a huge very spacey restrooms, right? So there is we need to place these HVAC ducts. Okay. So even anywhere, so in commercial buildings also, so electrical engineer and plumbing engineer will work on this tab, systems tab. See, air terminals, so and fabrication part, piping engineer, and P and ID modeler. So and mechanical equipment, mechanical engineer will work on these mechanical equipments. Okay. And here is a pipe bends and these all things, and plumbing. See guys, here is a plumbing fixtures and the sprinklers. Sprinkler in the sense of fire sprinkler. Whenever if the fire will be if the fire will happen in any commercial building or residential building, the automatically the sprinklers will on, right? So that type of design we will do here. So by animation also we can see how, if yeah, some of videos if you see there in anywhere, so then you can understand whenever the fire will happen, so automatically the sprinklers will open up and they can cool down that fire. Okay. So here is a cable tray and conducts and parallel and electrical. See guys, here we have a electrical equipment. So electrical equipment in the sense, if you wanted to draw any, so if you go for the small story building, we never go for the electrical equipment. Okay. So if you go for the 100 stories of building, so mainly if you go for the Dubai or some those infrastructure development places, there definitely they will use the Revit. Okay. Why? Because they need to be very accurate before going to construct. Okay, if you, even though if you are going to construct a single story building, you are getting a lot of headache. So if some beam will come and hit the column, and some column will go in the not in the straight way and it will go with the bend. So these things. But if you go for the 100-story building, how can you make all those issues? And if you go for the 100-story, so everyone plays a vital role. Like electrical engineer plays a vital role, and mechanical engineer plays, and everyone need to make their drawings well properly. So that's why the Revit is a mainly comes into the picture when you go for the some huge projects. Okay, devices and see lightning fixtures. If you want to make any lightings, you can go here. Okay, even though you can prepare the components also. So these are all the main options actually. But once you come to here, insert is a normal thing. And if you wanted to take any CAD drawing, just go to the link CAD and you can take it. And topography, guys, so this is one of the important option actually. Whenever if you wanted to show any contour or any landscaping, okay, if you are an architect, then only you can understand the landscaping. So if you wanted to show any park the park, that type of structure. So there the land will be not even straight, right? So there we have undulations. By using this topography, we will make those undulations. Okay. So and here is a decal and point cloud. So this is a point cloud in the sense if you have a already existed building. So if you wanted to take those existing building into the Revit, so we will conduct one survey on that. We will take those all the points in the point cloud, and you can import to the Revit, and the Revit will generate the model. So that type of work will be there in our industry, and the coordination model and manage links and import CAD and PDF and image and manage these all things. And suppose if you wanted to take any sofa from outside. So here we have a load families. So once you click on the load families, it will ask you where you need to take any sofa or anything. Okay. So in 3ds Max also we seen some of the some of the options will take from the outside of this Revit 3ds Max. So that type also we can take here. And if you go to the annotation, so here is aligned and linear and angular. These all things are like AutoCAD. So how the AutoCAD will look like. So this is the same look like same like that. And here you can see the analyze option. So guys, what it means in ETABS or in Revit also we can do the building analysis. But see, it will never accurate. It doesn't give you the compatibility like ETABS and StatPro. So no one structural engineer. So no one licensed structural engineer or structural engineer, no one can use this the Revit analysis options. Okay. So these the Revit prepare the own options. See boundary conditions. If you want to give it as a fixed boundary, fixed joints, you can give it and loads. So if you wanted to apply the dead load or live load or wind load, those things you can here. And the load cases, if you wanted to mention the load cases, see dead load and live load, wind load and snow load, RL, this temperature load, seismic load. So you can give it and you can make a load combinations also. These all things we can do it, but so no one can, structural engineer will work on this. And here is a massing and site. So this is same like that. If you wanted to place any, see, let me place one give me a minute. Let me place one tree here. Okay. So for the tree, once I click on a massive and site, and if you go here, so here you can, once you click on this, I have some trees here. So guys, see this 3D plant. Okay. Once you click on here, you can see the small preview there. So yeah, let me put here so you can understand. Just give me a minute. It is loading. See guys, yeah, here I can place one tree and another tree, and I will place some trees actually. So just give me a minute. And once I click on there, so you can draw accurately. See this 29 feet 6 inches from here. And if you wanted to draw accurately, so just zoom it and you can place exactly, and you can give the dimensions of that distance also. So yeah, I just place these trees. Okay. So I just click on escape. Oh yeah, give me a minute. I think, yeah. Okay. So let me go to the 3D view. Then you can understand. See guys, what will happen here? So those, whatever I place these trees, those all are in a first floor. Why? Because I choose the first floor and I place in the first floor. Okay. Whenever if you wanted to draw in a ground floor, you need to click on a ground floor. So then only it will be placed in the ground floor, and you can manipulate here also. So if you see, yeah, just give it down. Give me a minute. Yeah, see this how I can place in the down. Just drag it like this. Just pick that flavor and you can drag it to the downside. So then it will be in a ground floor. So wherever you place, that will be placed there. Okay. So anyway, just keep this one, delete. Okay. So let me delete it. And like that, you can use this. Yeah, you can use this site layout and topography and these all things. And collaboration, if you wanted to collaborate with, if you wanted to share the file with some of the electrical engineer, you done your architectural and you need to share the file with the structural engineer. At the time, you need to go to the collaborate and you can send it to them. And view also. If you go to the view, and this is as common if you wanted to see the tile windows. So 2 windows I wanted to see, just click on here. and like add-ons also. If you wanted to make any add-ons, like some of the, so add-ons in the sense, if you wanted to make any structural works, you wanted to make structural works in the Revit, so we have some add-ons here. So you can take the add-ons, and by giving the input, this automatically all the structural drawings will drawn by the Revit itself. Okay, so yeah, I hope you understand how we can manipulate with the Revit architecture and structure. And this one, let me show you in a property bar. Yeah, guys, see this. Let me show you one option actually. Yeah, I think box. Where is the box? So guys, here is a property bar. So and here is a project browser. Let me discuss about the property bar and project browser. If you go to the property bar, here it will show you the first 3D view. So if I just turn on the first floor, then you can see here property bar automatically will change to the as per this drawing. Okay. So if you go to the first floor, so if you wanted to see some scaling, or if you wanted to change anything, and you can change here. And sun path, if you wanted to see the sun path. So yeah, just give me a minute. I think, yeah, I think it's showing you some hide. So I just turn off it, and this, see the here is underlay. So base level, and see this first floor base level is the ground floor, and the top level is the first floor. If you make it as a second floor top level, then it will leads to the second floor. All the walls and everything will going to the second floor. And here we make it as a look down. So it is showing you are seeing in this downside. Okay, if you place the up, so you are seeing in a top side. So yeah, okay, so this is a view range. So if you wanted to make some things in a view range, so this is an important option, view range. So whenever you wanted to manipulate anything in the view, so I wanted to see the doors and everything. So at the time, by using the view range, you can manipulate it with. Okay, and let me discuss about the project browser. So guys, see this, all the views. If I just click on here, so views all. If you just click on a plus button, so all views will be here. If you made any structural plan, so those will be in a structural plan project. See this, here we have a folder, structural plan. So first floor and second floor, like that we have. And if you go for the floor plans, so these are will be architectural floors, ground floor and road level, and these. Okay, so if you see the terrace or top floor, so just click on a top, then it will open up in this window. Okay, so this you can't see anything in the top. Why? Because you need to manipulate that view, how we can how much range you need to see, and those things. And come to the ceiling. Yeah, this is a ceiling. Whenever you go for the ceiling, making a ceiling, wonderful ceiling, at the time you can use this ceiling option. Okay, so yeah, and come to 3D views. So let me show you one 3D view actually. So before that, let me show you the whole 3D project. So guys, you can understand how it will be. So this whatever the green area will be here, so that seems to be a garden. Okay, so garden, once you come to here, yeah, let me, so whenever if you want to scroll anything in the Revit, so just press your shift button, and you can, by using the mouse roller, you can roll it like this. Okay, so yeah, if you go to here we have a ramp, and by, yeah, let me put here. So once you go here, and here is a car parking, and here we have a swimming also. Let me show you that swimming pool. Yeah, here exactly. See how beautiful it is. And here is some type of structure with means garden type. Okay. Yeah, this is a yeah, guys, I hope you can understand. So this is, yeah, you can see here, this is exactly, this is a swimming pool. Okay, so this one, and by using the rendering, we can make it, we can show like water in this inside. Okay, so those all things we can manipulate with the rendering. Okay, so and here is if you wanted to sit here, and here is a sofa set, and here is a table, and some type of see, this is architectural seating actually. So you can see in hotels like that. So once you select, and you can rotate it, and that part only will rotate. Okay, So this is a chair actually, and here is a lamp. And if you come to here, so this is a garden, and guys see this, and this is one type of here also we have a sofa set. And let me show you in another way. Yeah, see this in this view. See how beautiful we made that elevation. Okay, so yeah, these are the windows, and if you wanted to change this window, just select this window and go here. It will show you all the properties. Aluminum exterior exterior window. So I wanted to change this 1 feet 3 feet into 3 feet wide into 2 high. So let me select this one. Yeah, just go here. Yeah, let me select it, and you can see it will be extended somehow. Okay, so like that you can manipulate all these things. And if you wanted to change the door, so here we have a door, right? So once you select that door, you can see in the property bar. Okay, so if you wanted to edit any options or anything, sizes or anything, just click on a edit type. Okay, once you click on edit type, here we have a duplicate or load. If you wanted to load any another door from outside, so just click on the load and you can take it. And if you wanted to make a duplicate, and you can make it. Suppose if you wanted to change the height to, just give it as a 70. So for better understanding, just click on apply. Once you click on OK, so you can see how it changed. Is that changed in model or not? Let me see it. Okay, type property. I think it's going to loading. So yeah, it's done. Guys, see this? How much big it's going. Okay, so like that you can manipulate all these things. See, I hope you understand how I change this by clicking 2 clicks. Okay, just go to edit type and you can change it to the 7. Okay, for understanding only I make it as a 70. Otherwise, so let me show you how it will work, right? So every time it is going to render. And why? Because we make it in the somehow realistic view. So if you make it as a wireframe, so you can see how all things you can see here. Okay, all things. And if you just give it as a hidden line, so hidden line, you can see, so it look like this one. And if you make it as a shaded, so then at least you can see it. Okay, so in this way. And if we see in around here, so this is a one type of architectural look in the top. So like placing some blocks like columns with this is a purely architectural look. So nothing. And here you can see the this staircase with the circular staircases, and for the top floor. And just go inside. Yeah, here we have columns, and in this direction you can see the elevation. And if you go to the 3D view, just let me click on a 3D view, then you can see once you done the rendering, how it will look like. Let's see here. Yeah, it will take some time to open this 3D view. So see guys, after the rendering and after making as a realistic view, so you can see like this. Okay, so here you have that swimming pool and these things. Okay, yeah, let me open another 3D view in the bottom. Yeah, just click on 3D 16, 3D view 16, then you can see. Yeah, you need a patience to work with the Revit and the 3ds Max and SketchUp. Actually, we don't have that much time to explain you the SketchUp also. So definitely in the future, we will, in upcoming days, we will try to show you how the SketchUp will also work. Yeah, just give me a minute. It's going to open. So, and once you go to the project browser, and here also we have, yeah, see guys. So this is a front side view. Let me hide this one. So let me hide this wall actually. So once you click on that, select that wall. So this is a means compound wall. Okay. So yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah, let's select it and right click it and click on hide in view. Once you click on hide in view, just click as a element. Okay, once you click on a hide in view in element, so that part only will be hidden. It's not a deleted. Okay, so if you give it as a category, hide in category, whatever the objects in that category, all those will be going to hide it. So see guys, so here this is a small arrangement for like a, fountain. Okay, fountain arrangement here. Okay, and just let me show you the another view. Okay, so let me delete this view before that. So whatever you open here, those all will be here. Okay, so yeah, if you go to, I don't want to set a remind interval. Yeah, I don't want to make some time. Sorry. Yeah, just go to the third last one. You can see. So the 3D view 30. So let's see how it will look like. I say, even though I have a i5 and 8 GB and 4 GB graphic card, it's taking some time. So yeah, same, nothing will be changed here. So this is, and by taking this picture also, we can do it. Okay, so we can send it to the client and we can give it to the, we can show them like that. And see, whenever we are going to submit any elevation drawings or anything, you need to mention the dimensions as well. So by that dimension, the Mestri will make those grooves and outcuts and those all things. Okay, so yeah, just go to the east. We already seen, right? So in the east elevation, yeah, this is a east elevation. And if I just click on a north elevation, come on, do it. Okay, so here is a north. In the north, in the sense, in the north elevation, how it look like, and south, how it look like. See, yeah, this is the east, and in the north we will see. Yeah, guys, one thing I forgot to tell you. So here, initially, whenever we start the Revit work, we need to set a units. Okay, how we can set the units? Just type a UN enter. So then you can use. So I think it's on processing. Yeah, just. So okay, once you click on UN, so it will automatically open. So there is no enter or anything. Once you type anything, any command UN, so then automatically this will open. So see this, all the length and area and volume will be in a feet and inches. Okay, so like that you can choose it. And once you set it, so after that, once you set the units, you need to draw the levels. So here you can see it. I think, yeah, just give me a minute. See guys, this is a road level. Road level will be the 2 feet above from the ground, means ground level. Okay, so yeah, this is a road level in the sense it is a 2 feet. Okay, so but our ground level will ground level in the sense that that road level will be, so 0 and the 2 feet is the road level, and after that ground floor will be in a 10 feet height. Okay, so the 10 feet, and come to the second floor, we have a 36 feet, and here is a 49 feet is a terrace floor. So like that you can mention all the heights. Okay, once you mention that, so we can you can understand how, which floor I need to draw and which floor I need to make some ceiling and these things. Okay, yeah, let me close this one. Let me make it as a wireframe, then only we can work with select all instances, properties, save, expand all, view and duplicate, yeah. Apply the template and the current view template from you, find a render referring view. Okay, so let me open the north actually. So let us see how the north will look like. So guys, see, if I wanted to show in another view, so just click on a shaded view. Okay, so once you select the shaded view, it will show you shaded view, and let me open. And whenever we are working with the wireframe, so then the model will open instantly. Otherwise, it will take some time to open up. Okay, see this how in the front view. So this is a front view. and yeah, in the west. And you see guys, sections actually. So how we can see the sections if you go for the section 4. So yeah, let's see the section 4. See what it means. See here we made a section. Suppose if let me show you one predefined section. So I will draw the section. How we can quickly draw the section in the sense. See guys, suppose I need to see from here exactly in the middle to in this direction. I know I wanted to see the section. At the time, just go to here. We have a section. Once you click on there, it will ask you where you need to start. Yeah, exactly here I need to start, and exactly in this direction. And see, by using this option, you can manipulate in this direction or that direction. So once you click on here, it will show you in this direction and how much view you wanted to see, and this much of view you wanted to see, and this much of, okay, this much. And what after that, I need to double click on this. So once I double click on this end of this one, so it will open up the section view. So that whatever I draw on the right now, so this is a exactly section view. You don't need to draw any section view manually. It automatically it will create the section views. Okay, if I just click on a realistic view, so you can see. Come on. Yeah, if you wanted to work with the realistic view, it will take too much time to apply all these renderings, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so it's fine, right? And the 3D rendering views, and once after the rendering, how it look like? Let's see one picture. So how the render after the rendering, how it will look like? Come on, is that okay? I think it's in the black. So let me click on a 23. Is there any 30? I think is there anything manipulate with this one? Okay, yeah, let me show you that also. Fine, it's not wireframe shaded. I think you can't see the so I think something is happening here, so that's why you are not able to, we are not able to see the render views. Okay, let me show you that also. So guys, one important thing is Revit also will do the scheduling also. So how would the Revit do the scheduling? If you have any scheduling, and if you take any quantity or anything, just click on the scheduling and you can get all the schedules, like how many walls you have, how much length of the wall you have, and how many doors you have in our project. So those all things you can see it. Okay, so let me show you how we can do the rendering in Revit actually. So yeah, and just we will go for the 3D view. I don't want to do the rendering actually, so but I wanted to show you how we can do the internal rendering. So even though after this work we can directly import into the V-Ray or Luminous, then we can make a realistic rendering. But so Revit, we have some option. Just type a RR. Once you click on RR, enter, not enter. Once you click on RR, it will show you the render. Okay. So suppose if you want to do any region like this much of place only, I want to do the render. So just click on it, and here is a draft. So this will make you to do the high rendering work. So suppose if you want to make it small draft, like so don't want to take that much time, you can click on a draft. If you wanted to do the somehow so better picture, so then you can choose a medium. And if you wanted to do the high rendering, so you can choose this one, but it will take nearly, so we can't expect so it's like 4 hours or like that, it will take. And here is a screen resolution. Suppose you wanted to take a heavy pixel like once you 600 dpi, so it will see guys how much pixel it is. So 27,000 pixel. So if you go that type of thing, it will take nearly half the day. So I don't confident about the half the day. It will take more than that. Okay, so sometimes we need to make it like the small type of renderings. But see guys, uncompressed image size. So even though if you do with this pixel 1593 and 660, so it will take you 4 MB. So, and see here also we have another option. So exterior, if suppose you wanted to see some sunlighting or artificial in the sense, if you wanted to see some artificial in the sense, some lightings you have in our building, so you wanted to place those lightings also, at the time you can choose it. And if you wanted to see, some people will use the clouds also, at the time you just click on here sun setting, and here we have a top and sunlight, okay, from the bottom. And if you wanted to give azimuth in the sense, the bearing angle from the true north, so that we call it as a azimuth, okay. So altitude in the sense height, right? So under relative view, and if you wanted to change in which plan you wanted to take it, and like that road level I want to take, and still, and solar study, it is a single day or multi-day, and lightning, these are all things you can manipulate it, okay. So, and once you go to here, see here we have a clouds option. So if suppose you are going to render it, but you wanted to see the background will be with the clouds, so at the time you need to choose some few clouds, very clouds, and very few clouds, and no clouds. You don't want any clouds, so you need only white background. So that type you can choose here, okay. Once you do this, and let me try to run the rendering. So let us see, we can see the sun only we put, and just click on, once you click on the rendering, it will take some time to open up, and it will go on the process, okay. So after this we will tell you how we can place the camera, okay. So yeah, let's see guys how much time it will take. And here it is going you 12%, 9%, it's going, I think it will give you the it will show you the picture actually. So just give me a minute. So meanwhile, if you have any doubts, you just type on the, you can use the chat box. Once after I done this one, I will give a clarification to your doubts. So I think it's taking some time. Sometimes it will happen like this. So every time whenever we're dealing with this 3D softwares, it is a common thing for the civil engineers. If you don't have any patience, and you need to shut down that, and you need to go. So try to build the patience actually in this architectural field. But in the structural works, you don't need to make of a waiting actually. So once you give the loading, that will give you the results. So you can easily work with the structural softwares, but 3D softwares, it's quite a little difficult for us to work on these renderings and these animations and these things. Yeah. But nothing will come easy, okay. So yeah, let me try to stop this one. Yeah, let me try. So I can't actually, don't want to waste your time by this. Yeah, Autodesk is not respond. Wait for a program to respond. But 3ds Max is not like this, and 3ds Max we can do with wonderful means that is how can I say, so it's not like a Revit. So 3ds Max is completely different other than the Revit actually. So almost 3ds Max and SketchUp is the same actually, but 3ds Max will give you the high quality images, and the modeling also high quality. But come to the SketchUp, it will never give you that much high quality. Okay, so guys, I think it is going to done this, and let me close this one, and I just click on a close the program actually. So I hope see whatever the things I explained, this is a main concept in the Revit. So that camera view, that's not nothing. So how we made a camera in that 3ds Max, same as it is. But yeah, guys, I think it is opening. Yeah, here also we have some time actually, so it will take too much time. So let me click on stop. Yeah, yes, I wanted to stop it. I don't want it. Okay, guys, I hope that is fine. And so the camera, it's not that much a technical concept actually. So anyway, so if you have any doubts, you can ask right now. So let me manage these things. Yeah, let me stop it. So okay. Yeah, guys, yeah, if you have any doubts, you just come to the chat box and let me know, is there any doubts. Stop sharing. Yeah, wait a minute. I hope yeah, someone will ask the doubts actually. So nice, sir. No, sir. Explanation. Yeah, thank you. And the rendering in this, yeah, let me take your doubts actually. So your voice is breaking. Sorry, man. Sir, can we use a topography option and insert the plan of AutoCAD and proceed with the 3D? Yeah, you can. So use a topography option and insert. Yeah, you can insert the AutoCAD plan into the. Guys, can you hear me? Ruzia, can you hear me? So anyone, please type S if you, yeah, okay, thank you. So yeah, guys, definitely you can import the AutoCAD and you can work on the 3D in Revit. Okay, that is option everywhere. Even though if you go for any software, so we have some option to import another drawing and we can work on it. Okay, so and sir, can you do the render this, get a DSLR like imaginary? Actually, yeah, we can't. Actually, Bharat, it's asking, so can we do the render like a DSLR imaginary? So we can't actually. So in the Revit, we can't. By using the external software like V-Ray and Luminous, we can do like a DSLR like image. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Sir, can we use the topography option inside the plan? Yeah, I already explained that. So yeah, if you have any doubts, you can ask whatever the doubts you have. So you can ask, guys. Thank you. So guys, actually we are going to tell you on the actually one thing. So the in the upcoming days, actually in the next week, next month, we are going to conduct the yeah, someone try to, yeah, okay. So we are going to conduct the one, organize the one 3ds Max and V-Ray and Revit course actually. So that Rutuja will present you the details actually. Yeah, Rutuja, you can go ahead. Actually, yeah, if the people will need any another workshop, definitely we will conduct the AutoCAD workshop. So if the people, if you guys are having any interest, so we can conduct it. Otherwise, we already conduct that. But again, if you go, so it will like so we didn't. So people will never expect something new, right? So if anyone need that workshops in a further, so definitely we will conduct the AutoCAD workshop. Yeah, Rudhya also trying to, yeah, we are trying to plan another workshop actually, but not in this next month. At the time we can plan it. Rudhya, are you there? Yeah, Rudhya, I think yes, it's fine. Yes.
Sir, I'm tell you yesterday, we need to conduct another workshop also because it's now.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Yeah, people based upon the people request only we can do that. So
it's
anyway,
request now.
so I hope you can share your screen and you can tell me the details regarding that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely. So, hello everyone. Good evening. Yeah. Here we have something beneficial for you. So that's why. So please pay attention here, and I will tell you something. Yeah. Good evening. I will share my screen here, and yeah, just yeah. Good evening. Before I started, I will tell you one thing here. I think you all very conscious about your work, passion, and career. So that's why you are here, I think. Yeah, I'm right. So our classes and workshop, it's definitely beneficial for you. And second thing, I will tell you here. So thank you to being a part of Burnhams. So yeah, I will share my screen here. So here we will conduct next month 3D Max and V-Ray combo course with the Revit also. But I will introduce the 3D Max and Revit briefly here. So when we're getting started, we will navigate as per our workshop classes. But here we will conduct a 30 days classes. So it will have a lots of thing in there. So here is a one point. So navigate AutoCAD and 3ds Max, Autodesk 3ds Max, then discussion about the design components, 3D model design rendering projects as like our workshop classes. But in this class we will get details, and each and every part we will cover in it, and each and every component we will should try to get and teach you. Then I will teach you all the concepts and techniques here also. Discussion on the provide complete rendering. I will get the in workshop also complete rendering, but here the two parts of rendering also, the night view and day view and some lights effects in there. So that's why you need to join our brief classes. So there is a topic one. This is our interface, user interface about the 3ds Max. I tell you previously the interface of 3ds Max, but in the brief classes we will take the use of each and every component and each and every tool, each and every 3D Max tool here. So that's why you need to join our classes. There is navigation of 3ds Max interface, workspace, also the time slider, track bar, file management, how to get your file management here. We will teach you that little things also. Working and objects also, transferring object, copy the objects. I will tell you how to copy object. Use your shift button and copy the object. It's simple as that, but you can need to teach, you can need to learn each and every object in the 3D Max. So in our classes we will teach you that the level of training when you should get pro in your 3ds Max. Okay, after the 3ds Max 30 days classes you should be pro in your 3ds Max. Pro is the world as a gaming, but yeah, you should. Okay, so discussion about your 3ds Max design components. So sir give you this flyer everyone, but now you can please pay attention here. So about the settings of projects, unit setup, CAD drawings, track tools, share properties, using the various modifiers. You will make your model very beautiful and use the perfection in your models also. Working with the groups, when we work as per group, so it's a easy way to get a perfect render and easy way to get your model very easy. Okay, so that's why we will take in a topic 2 here, and we will create topic 3 as per your interior design. As an architecture, as a civil engineer, you know the importance of interior design now in our field. So that's why we will getting brief discussion and brief teaching about this interior design. So we will get here bedroom design, kitchen design, and hall design also. So in this designing, we will discuss on creating walls to the creating stairs. Okay, so each and every component we should teach here. Okay, like the workshop, as similar as that, I will teach you and I will show you how to create one and one of the components. Okay, so don't worry about it. In another classes, the teachers will give you the instruction. Yeah, you should draw like this, and yes, they will finish it. But as our workshop, I will teach you how to draw one and one components. Okay, so don't worry about it. If you have any problem, we will live as a family here. So that's why if you have any doubt, then please ask me there. Okay, so second point and second topic we will get here, the discussion about the elevation design. Are you know the importance of the elevation design and the various method to draw elevation, the perfect elevation. If you see in your home also, or another your city, the elevation design is our best or important thing we will pay on it. So many person or many people in our society to take lots of charges for your elevation design, because it's important to how looks your home on the back side or on the front side. So that's why we will get a brief discussion on elevation design. So create the walls, create doors, windows, floor, ceiling, and molding with the parking also. We will sir, we will show you some time ago the Revit structure, and in this Revit structure you will can you observe the each and every detail. Okay, I will observe that. Sir, give the one and one detail there. Okay, you should see here the swimming pool, and up the swimming pool they place the some small trees or some plants. Okay, the minor things are to get your elevation or your home a perfect view. So that's why the details and small details get the structure very what we say, the beautiful or excellent, like that. So that's why if you not attention on these small things, then it's needed. Okay, you should get the you should get the some points to check out this. So if when we add, so that's why we added here topic number 5, discussion on building cutout design. I will show you what is the cutout. Okay, so but for now you will stay here, and in the cutouts is like that, the elevation of your building. Okay, we will cut your building and see how the create walls, how the design, and we will make cutout beautiful as giving lights and all that. So I will show you how the cutouts. So here in the cutouts we will arrange this syllabus. So what is that? The creating walls, creating doors, creating windows, floor, ceiling, modeling of parking, also creating AEC objects. AEC objects mean that architecture, engineer, and construction. Okay, So architectural parts, what is the architectural part? Engineering and construction. This field also working in cutouts and engineering, interior and exterior design also. So we will design here. The topic number 6 is the understanding concept of technique in the 3D modeling. Okay, you should know the what is the concepts and techniques used in 3D modeling. So here is material type, all about the V-Ray. Okay, if you know the importance of V-Ray, then you should join this class, because why you needed this 3D Max on your college projects, on your live projects, because I think 3ds Max is easier than Revit, and I will personally use it because I have like to get realistic renders. Okay, I will show you how it's realistic. Okay, here next one is mapping, cut and shear, mapping window doors, UV vampering. I will show you in the workshop. UVW map, one option is here, like I will show you the UVW map. That's it, the UV warping. So next topic is applying color map. Okay, then V-Ray material type, and then understanding bitmap structure. I will teach you in the workshop also how to apply bitmap structure. Assigning the material the part of the object. Okay, each and every object should have their own part. I will teach you in editable poly also previously. Yeah, but we will discussion in detail in our detail classes. Okay, so then we will design topic number 7, which having 3D model, design and rendering. Okay, we will prepare in that how to get a 3D model, then design the model and the rendering, creating shapes and spin lines, sorry. So what is the spin lines? Create a lines, and then from lines we will create one object. Okay, so how we can do it? We will tell in our classes. So editing meshes and creating complex objects. So okay, we will create the simple objects in our workshop, like that the wall and what is that, the teapot and furniture. Okay, but how to create the edit meshes and creating complex object, then I will tell you. Working on external design data. Okay, if you are seeing the some exterior, there have complex objects. So how can we model it, or how can we draw it? We will discuss on our classes. So next point is organizing and editing objects. Okay, if you have ready-made object. Okay, ready-made object, what is the ready-made objects? These objects are we will download from internet. Okay, when we download from internet, we will get to edit it. Okay, we need to edit it because from when we download from internet, they have no color. Okay, when we have so need is this to apply the color and change it like as per our requirement. Okay, so that's why we will discuss on that also. We will design next one, the topic number 8, which is discussion on V-Ray rendering. Okay, so if you learn in the workshop how the complex is the V-Ray rendering, then I will tell you one point how to get it. The V-Ray introduction is what is the V-Ray, use of V-Ray. We will get these points on workshop also, but we will let detail discuss on it. Okay, what is the V-Ray and how to set up V-Ray. For the perfect rendering, we will teach and we will want to know about the how to get a perfect setting for the perfect render. Okay, so we will talk on this also. So V-Ray imagine saving options. When we save the V-Ray imagine, when we get a render, then we have the sum of options there for the editing our render also. Okay, it's no need to get Photoshop to get your picture perfect. So V-Ray also taking 2 or 3 options for edit your photo as per your requirement. Okay, so that's why I will teach you how to get a perfect render. So next point is global emulation in V-Ray. So what is the global emulation? It's like our it's like as our environment. Okay, our side environment also in your real life. You will go in your garden area or your terrace. You should see your environment also. So this environment also we will create on V-Ray for the perfect rendering. Okay. So what is this? The endurance map. In the endurance map, we will get used for the global emulations and the light catch. So light is the one of the main part in your interior, exterior, and cutout. Without light, you not get a perfect render because it's not look like very beautiful or very what do we say, the awesome pictures. Okay, so that's why we learn about the light catch also. Then here is environmental lighting. Okay, if you get sunlight, there is environmental light also. So next in the V-Ray in topic 8, there is some subtopic which is V-Ray light. Okay, I will show you in the workshop only the V-Ray sun because we don't have enough time to discuss about the all lighting. So that's why I think it's not, yeah, it's usable. We will convert the 3ds Max. No, I think no. Yes, sir, it's possible or not? Can you please tell me?
Yeah, actually, so whenever, suppose I think that option will be there or not, I don't know. Actually, I didn't use any time.
Yes, sir, we
But
don't
see,
use the
every
3D.
time, yeah, one option will be there. So that is called IFC. So whenever you take any IFSC model, any IFSC converter, so in ETABS or Revit or anywhere, SketchUp, we have a IFC option. So by taking that option, we can convert into any software. So that's option also there, but so we need to check once actually. So who is that? Yeah, Bharat, I will check and I will get back to you. Okay. So is there any option will be there or not? But we didn't actually, whenever we are converting, we will convert the Revit into the ETABS or StatPro, but we didn't use this 3ds Max. So let me check and get back.
Actually, Bharat is doesn't need to get
So you
convert the
can go ahead.
3ds Max and into Revit because the Revit also their own properties to get a 3D model, the perfect 3D model. So I think no need to get. But sir, we will definitely answer you. So next we will there I will tell you about the V-Ray lights. So here is the V-Ray 4 types of light to get a perfect render or perfect emulation of our rendering picture or our model also. So here is V-Ray camera. Okay, when we use V-Ray camera, so we will get a perfect view for our photography. Like we will get the photograph actually, in our picture. So that's why we will use the V-Ray camera. So here is the some points we will get it. So understanding the 3D Max camera and V-Ray camera. Okay, there is two option here. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah. So here is two option here, 3ds Max camera and V-Ray camera. We will get the both of it. Okay. So next point, which is very important, V-Ray rendering. So V-Ray rendering. Yes, sir. V-Ray rendering is it's important to get V-Ray rendering. So in the V-Ray rendering, we will discuss upon improving render quality, how to improve your render quality, because everyone should know the how to get render on V-Ray, but improving quality is a little bit of complex part. So we will teach you how to get the perfect render. So here is exterior scenes, interior scene, and rendering with the using V-Ray. Okay. So last part we will discuss on it. The topic number 7, creation of animation effect. Okay, you will know about the how to create animation. So what is the animation, actually. So that's why we will discuss on these points, like using animation controls, using keyframe animation, adding camera motion, adjust the camera path, and this or that. Okay, so I will conduct this 30 days classes and I will teach you each and every details in it. So it's from Bhavnams, as
Yeah,
you
which
know.
plan we are going? to
Yes, sir. I will tell you. Yes,
Rutuja,
sir. Yes.
which plan you are going to? Yeah.
Yeah, sir. So, sir, can I show the work
Yes.
first
Yeah.
of all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, in the next in this next course, actually, what we are going to you are going to learn here is, so just scroll down, Rutuja.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
People are having some busy with that
So this
actually.
is the
So
interior.
guys, so we are going to, yeah, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. So this is the interior design of a building. Start we will from interior designing. This is the our outcome of the 3ds Max workshop. Okay. I will take the final render and it's look like this. So next one is bedroom room design. So I will take this type of bedrooms in our upcoming classes where we showed the all details you can see here. I will explain in the previous class. Then second one, this model, you can see here the sunlight, okay, in the windows, and I will add this frame and trees and all, okay. So next one is that one. So if you seen in their picture, there is ready-made furniture and lighting effects. This is much and more beautiful for the lighting effects. So if you seen this picture, you will get the importance of lighting in your render, perfect render. So last, there is some view I will take from back side of a bed. So it's not a front view. So it is the use of our VREC camera. Okay, I will show you how to get this view. This little cat picture I will take in our workshop also. So that's its TV unit and all. Okay. So if you are seeing there the cloths in here, how perfect the render will be get here. You see the bed and all, and we will create the lighting like a realistic view. So next one is hall designing. So here is one hall. So it's a live plan actually. So that's why it's getting like this, looks like this. Okay, back to the hall and TV unit, there is a kitchen. Okay, so that's why we will create like that. So next one is kitchen design. So this one, we will use here two colors. And if you've seen there the realistic view, the shine of these, what we say, the furniture and kitchen trolleys. We will take here of some units like gas and oven and the cupboards, the fridge, like that. We will take another one kitchen here. This is U type kitchen. Yeah, are you see? In the windows, we will put the any picture is here, but I will take a blank. So next one is exterior design of a building. Okay, we've seen there is exterior view. Okay, it's also one actual live plan, so that's why it's look like that. Okay, the lights, I will put the lights on exterior view. If you are seeing the cursor, there is lights, this light, and this is also light here. Then second one, we will get the view of front, then from left side. Okay, when we rotate our object, it looks like that. The second one, this, the right view. We will get a view from each and every side because we should present to the client for this. Yeah, next one is this model and this front view, left side view and right side view. Okay. Then it's a public building. Okay. There is 3 shutter. Beside the shutter, there is parking, and for on first floor, there is a function hall actually. So that's why it's look like that. If you are seen there is 2 pictures I will added here. First of on the right view from the left side view, there is lighting also and glass and this building and color texture. Okay, this is the right side view. Okay, there is there is a one gate, and before the shop there is a one parking. So it's also one live plan here. And second one is this. Okay, I will create a Photoshop picture here for the decoration purpose. I will put these trees and all here. So next upon this is the night view actually. If you are seen there, I will take a lights in it, and if you see a background, the sun will be there is a sunset. So that's why it's looking that beautiful. Then second view of from front. Okay. Of this plan, I will show you the cut of this plan also. I have this. I will make exterior and I will make the cutout of this plan also. So here is the cutout. I will tell you in our syllabus. So cutout which what is that? When we cut your building, then how looks it perfect? Okay. In the detailed classes, we will show how to get how to take a one detail here. Okay. Hall and kitchen, parking, study room, staircase, master bedroom and bedroom, and this is common WC bath. I will tell you in the workshop also when we take a picture, so you will get your families and viewers picture also in your work. So that's why here is my siblings pictures. So I will take here my family members picture. So it's quite beautiful, and it's a what we say the for this, and it is a second cutout. I will take here half doors and half doors here. Okay, and windows we will get here full windows. If you are look there, the parking, staircase, study room, kitchen, and 2 bedrooms. Okay, next one is this cutout. I will show you the night view of a building. This is that building. Okay, here is a parking, hall and dining plus kitchen here. Okay, here is staircase, and this is the upper exterior design in there. So next one is this is also that same, but I will take the incline here, and it's from upper side. Okay, you will show exactly how it's look like this. So this is entrance, and you got our hall and kitchen. Okay, so this is first floor. Are you seeing that? It's up and get the first floor here, and there is study room, and there is 2 bedroom and common WC bath, and this is parking on ground floor. So this is the cutout. So this is ground floor, first floor, and this is parking, and I will show you the exterior previously. Okay, so thank you. It's our work. I will teach you how to get
Rutuja?
Yes, sir.
Just give me a minute. So guys, I'm going to share the feedback form on the share. Rutuja, stop your screen sharing. Yeah, thank you so much for explaining all this, Rutuja.
Yeah, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So guys, check in a chat box form and you just stop your screen sharing. Let me start. So guys, can you see the screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir,
Okay, guys.
Yes.
Anyway, so in this, we are going to conduct the workshop, means 30 days course on 3ds Max plus V-Ray plus Revit course actually. So in that course, in the 3ds Max, so how you draw in that 3D interior and elevation and cutout design and the kitchen, and these all things you will definitely learn in the theory. We are always happy to share our knowledge you guys. Definitely you will learn all these things clearly. So whatever we conduct the AutoCAD workshop, that model we will take and that model we will show you. See, if you go for the ground floor, in the ground floor we have 3 bedrooms, right? So in these 3 bedrooms, whatever the designs are just showed you, those all things, if you place those interior, how we can draw interior design for this bedroom and this kitchen, these all things you will learn in the 3D course. Okay, so and go to the first floor also, first floor how we can do these all things, and for this plan only we are going to learn the 3ds Max course. So in the elevation, how we can draw and how we can place the some garden, and these all things you will learn. And guys, so we are going to tell you how much is the price actually. So the price will be the, see guys, this is a 3-in-1 combo course, and the 3ds Max and Revit and V-Ray you are going to learn in the next 30 days. In the next price will be 4,500 we are going to take. And for you guys, and definitely for you whoever will join on webinar, so definitely you will get a discount price for this, and you will learn all the 3 courses. Selecting another course which is on so guys, let me show you that. So structural dynamics, whoever will be interested on the structural dynamics, so this is done by the structural engineer in IIT Roor, Lance and Tableau LNT, and he is also training head in Bonhams. So he will teach you how we can do the dynamics actually in ETABS, and these all things you will learn. And guys, I hope you understand everything is clearly, and Revit, how we work with the Revit, and how we will work with the V-Ray, and how we will work with the 3ds Max. So I hope, so we already shared our screen, so you feel free to contact, and we are going to give you the live session, live course with live interaction support as well. So we are going to give you the support as well without for your confidence, your commitment, my support. That's definitely will. So I hope everything is fine, right? And so guys, if you have any queries on anything, you can ask right now. So we'll happy to clear your queries.
Sir, can I, sorry for the disturbance, can I ask you one thing?
Yeah, you can.
Sir, please tell us the benefits of our courses. So that's why it's getting easy for the joining of our course.
Yeah,
About the
guys,
admin and
actually guys, so one thing, we are not only providing the 3ds Max or structural dynamics, we already done the AutoCAD course, AutoCAD 20 hours of course, 2D plan, how we can draw the 2D plan by using the Vastu and some GVMC rules and regulations. So that is our, so we'll give you the floor plan. So like they will give you the site plan, right? Site dimensions. Then based upon our course will be mainly for the how the engineer will work, not as any trainer. So like that. So if I'm an engineer, so that's why I'm going to teach you like an engineer. I need to prepare you as an engineer. So like that we teach all about Vastu and some GVMC rules and all these things. And once after this, once you complete the course, and our coordinator will be here to give you all the support. So whenever you have any doubts in the course, you just take a screenshot and you send it to the coordinator. Coordinator will contact you. Coordinator will help you. If that doubt is small, they can clarify your call. And if you didn't get the doubt, they will connect to your system and they will explain you how you can draw these things. And also we are providing the ETABS course as well. ETABS is a completely 45 hours of course. In that ETABS you will learn about the module 1. The module 1 is all about ETABS course, how we can use all the options, like how we can import from the AutoCAD to ETABS, and how we can compare the ETABS with manually by textbook problems, and after that ETABS extension files, and these all things we already explained in module 1. G plus 1 story single story building with the gravity loads, so gravity load, dead load, live load, SGL load. And also next one is a G plus 1 story building with the gravity loads plus lateral loads. Lateral loads in the sense wind load and earthquake load, all the manual calculation you will learn here. And also we are going to take another course, actually AutoCAD structural course. In that structural course you are going to learn about the G plus 6 story building, whatever the drawings we gave to the client. So that that live project, I am going to explain you how we can how we can give the site engineer drawings. So those all things we already covered, and definitely, so once you done the course, definitely you will get a confident to do your own. So I hope we are always here to help you. So if you have any doubts or anything in the support, so definitely you'll reach out us, and you can learn more things from us. So I hope that everything is clear, and if anyone wants to join, and you just choose the feedback form, and you can click there, and even though if you can contact to our WhatsApp number or anything. Okay. Yeah, Rutuja, everything is clear.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So guys, I sent you the feedback form in the chat box. Try to give your feedback. We will give you the certificates to that mail IDs. We'll send you. Yeah, meanwhile, if you have any queries, you can ask, feel free to ask. Yeah, definitely. I already told you, whoever will going to join the 3ds Max, Revit and VRA course, we will give you the, for workshop students, I need to, you guys is special for me. So that's why we are going to give you the discount price for you guys. So I hope you will get more benefits from Bhavanams. So definitely stay with us. So, yeah, anyhow, you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, you just go and take your dinner. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for this